Okay, so if you're an e-commerce seller, you already know the deal. Sourcing from China looks amazing on paper. The prices, the variety, it's all there. But you and I both know the risks are just incredibly high. So today, we're going to dive into a playbook for how to source your products smartly and safely, and really turn what could be a huge liability into your biggest strength.
And this right here, this just gets to the absolute heart of it, doesn't it? That dream of amazing margins can turn into a total nightmare in a heartbeat. It doesn't matter if you're on Amazon, Shopify, or eBay. You've probably felt this pressure. Just one little misstep and your entire business could be on the line.
So let's just call it what it is for a lot of people. It's a gamble. But here's the thing. The risk isn't really about sourcing from China itself. No, the real danger, the real risk is in going in blind without the right people or the right support on the ground.
I'm willing to bet some of these look painfully familiar. You send the payment, everything seems great, and then crickets. Complete silence. Or how about this one? The sample you got was perfect, beautiful even, but the bulk order that shows up, it looks nothing like it. Or maybe you thought you were dealing with a factory, but it turns out to be just some guy in an apartment. These things aren't just frustrating, they are expensive, and they happen all the time.
And this right here is the most crucial point. I want you to let this sink in for a second. The problem isn't the country, it's the method. The world's factory is still running at full steam, but you can't navigate it the old way. The game is totally changed. It's not about just finding a supplier online anymore. It's about building a process that's secure and totally transparent.
So the big question is, how do you stop sourcing blindly? Well, you get eyes and ears on the ground. This is where this whole idea of a local partner comes into play. Someone who can literally act as an extension of your own team, right there in the heart of the manufacturing hubs.
Let's be really clear about what a partner is. This is not just a translator you hire for a few hours. A real sourcing partner is your representative. They get the culture, they get the business landscape, they verify factories in person, and most importantly, their interests are aligned with yours. While they're handling all the complicated stuff in China, you get to do what you do best: market your products and scale your business.
Okay, so what does this partner actually do? Let's break down their playbook and look at how they tackle those common, frustrating problems one by one.
It's really a four-step process that covers everything. First, they find and vet actual legitimate factories, often ones you'd never find on the big platforms. Second, they go in and negotiate prices like a local, not like a foreigner, and that almost always gets you better rates. Third, and this is so critical, they handle quality control. And finally, they manage the entire complex world of logistics to get your product from the factory floor all the way to your warehouse.
The magic word here is proof. This one thing completely removes all the guesswork. Just imagine getting a video of your products actually being made on the production line, or seeing them being inspected one by one before they get packed up. This single step just kills the risk of getting a bad batch. You see it with your own eyes, you give the thumbs up, and only then does it ship. No more guessing.
And this isn't just for the big-time players ordering huge containers. A sourcing partner can be a complete game changer for dropshippers and smaller sellers too. They can buy in smaller quantities, they can bundle items from different suppliers, and they can even ship orders directly to your final customers. What that means is you can test new products without sinking thousands of dollars into inventory you're not even sure will sell.
Now, we have to talk about a really important difference here. Not everyone who offers to help you is a true partner. A lot of them are just middlemen, and honestly, knowing the difference can make or break your entire business.
This chart just lays it out perfectly. A middleman, they're just going to send you a bunch of Alibaba links and add their cut. A partner is physically in China, visiting the factories for you. A middleman makes a lot of promises, but a partner shows you proof, real photos and videos. A middleman is just a reseller, but a partner acts as your local buyer, fighting for your best interests. It's really the difference between a simple transaction and a strategic relationship.
And that really brings us to the bigger picture here. This whole approach, it's not just about finding one cheap product for one order. It's about building a supply chain that's stable, reliable, and can actually support your business as you grow. It's a major shift from focusing only on cost to focusing on long-term strategy.
So yeah, this strategy is for you if you're serious. If you're in it for the long haul, building a real brand. It means you have to start thinking like a supply chain architect, not just a product hunter. You're building a system that can deliver quality time and time again.
And at the end of the day, this is the big takeaway. In this crazy competitive market, the sellers who are really winning aren't the ones who saved a few pennies per unit on a single order. No way.
The winners are the ones who built a rock-solid foundation for their business, with a supply chain they can actually count on, day in and day out.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about for your own business. Right now, today, is your supply chain a source of constant stress and risk, or have you managed to turn it into your ultimate competitive advantage? Because really, the choice is yours.